one guy is like, well, who the fuck are you? You know, tries to like stand up to my dad, and my dad's like, I'm his fucking. I don't. I think he said he's like, I'm his fucking father, and he needs to get his ass back to school. And it was like, oh, and I was like, oh man, you know, it's like I knew I fucked up. Fucking basically walked me back to the school. I knew I was in some deep shit when I got home, which I always felt like I was in some deep shit, and it was never as bad as I was expecting or whatever. Like, my parents were never fucking that hard on me. I've always just been hard on myself, so it's not, you know, like them talking to me and saying, yo, you can't be doing this shit. Come on, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, I know, and it was never them fucking screaming or any, fighting between us or anything. It was me. My guilt fucking was the worst part about, any fucking punishment or anything my fucking parents ever gave me. Because I've always known, like I've never felt like there was something or I never felt like shit was gonna be hard and I just couldn't do it, or I have never in my life thought, oh man, there's no way I could be that, or I could do that. I just never wanted to be anything. I never wanted to be. But I mean, it's not that I ever thought that I couldn't. It's just that no desire. I mean, I wanted to be a fucking truck driver when I was a little kid. When you're in elementary school and shit, and it's like a fucking astronaut or a fucking firefighter or a fucking police officer, or I want to fucking do this, or I want big dreams, right? When you're a little kid, I wanted to drive a fucking semi. I wanted to be a cross country fucking truck driver. That was my goal. That was what I wanted to do. Nothing. So it's like anything that I ever thought, it was never like, oh, I can't do that. It's fucking, I'm not gonna be able to do that. I just never wanted to. And then I worked the first job I had when I was 15, summer, in between fucking, high school. I worked for my dad, at Legacy, I guess. We worked Southland's fucking mall, me and Jeffy, for a summer, and I loved it. And I did, from that fucking time, I went back to school, after the summer. But from that, after that, it's like I always knew that was what I was gonna do. It was just, I didn't want to fuck it up when I did it. So I went and got other jobs, and I fucked off, and I had, my lack of caring about fucking my employment until I was ready to be serious with work. Or I thought. I still ended up fucking up, but it lasted a good fucking 4 or 5 years of not fucking up before I was whatever, get high, fucking go to apprenticeship, fucking do that, repeat the second year, fucking whatever, because it's like, oh, now I'm fucking tweaker, give a shit. But yeah, I mean, I did it, and then because I got stuck at fucking the Pudge for 4 years. I worked at least 2 years straight, every single day, except for the Christmas, Thanksgiving. What else? We had Memorial Day and Labor Day. I think 4 days off. So I had 8 days off in 2 years. I worked open to close every single day. For more than, I'd say, about 80% of the fucking 80% of the days, all I weighed was tips. That was what I worked for. Just tips. I didn't get no money. If there was money to pay me $40 out of the register at the end of the day, I'd get paid $40. But yeah, I mean, everyone paid with credit cards, so there was no cash. The majority was paid with credit cards. I mean, most days I didn't. It was just tips from delivering. When I cooked, it was just the fucking tips from pickup orders. There was no pay. It was real fucked up that he did that shit. Me and Oscar. I like driving. That's how much I like driving. That was alright. I guess it's probably been 11 years since I've had it. Well, since it got revoked, because when it was habitual, it was 10 years. So I didn't drive. I did drive. I didn't. I haven't had a ticket until I got this stolen car bullshit. I hadn't got pulled over in 11 years. You move to New York, it's real easy to not drive there, so I was fine, you know. But yeah, it's what I love doing more than it, like driving and listening to my music by myself, really, is what what I love more than anything. Just driving alone. And that's the one thing that has always been taken. It's my ability. I was eligible to get it back, and now it only got revoked for a year this time, though. So it's like November of this year, I think, or you can get I'll be eligible again to get it back. It isn't so bad, you know. It's not like I have any prospects of getting a car or anything anytime soon, because at this point, it's like a car is money. I don't have money. I don't live with money anymore. So to have a car, you need to at least, I mean, even if you say fuck insurance, and you know, get plates or whatever, say fuck everything else, you still need gas. Gas is money. That requires making money in some way, which I do not in any way at this. You know, I don't have money. I mean, rare, yeah. I fucking, my dad asked me the other fucking weekend, I think it was last weekend, hey, you wanna help me come scrap some fucking louvers? I'll pay you $100. So I made $100. But before that, it's like I give money randomly here or there. I find more money on the street, which maybe twice I think I found a 5. And I found a couple 1s. Actually, I think I found 2 5s. And then I found, 1s. So maybe I found money 5 times. Which is actually a lot, honestly, if I think about it. But I've found money. That is where I've got my money, more money. I don't beg for money. I don't fucking. People will randomly give me money sometimes, but I don't ask anyone. I don't beg. I did with Z one day over here on 80th and fucking Sheridan, the King Supers, because he asked me if I wanted to with him. So we took turns fucking asking people. Asked probably 10 people between the 2 of us. Nobody gave us anything. I have before. I've never gotten anything, but I've fucking been holding a sign and fucking asking people. But I will go into fast food places and stuff and, hey, yo, I'm hungry, I don't have any money, you think you could help me with some food? And a lot, I mean, I think I'm probably over 50% with, you know, getting food, but I don't ask for it unless I'm like desperate. I don't like asking people for anything. I eat out of a dumpster at this point before I will go inside of a place and ask anymore. That's how I live my life. For real. For real. I eat I eat leftovers. I eat everyone's leftovers out of the fucking trash. That's how I survive. I don't really have a problem with that. The amount of food that gets wasted by people is crazy that I could sustain myself. I actually weigh more now than I ever have in my life, and all I eat is fucking, you know, from what this camera's sitting in, dumpsters. I'm I'm more healthy now, being homeless, drug addict, than I was working. Sober too. You know, it's like I am a healthier human being what I am now than compared to when I was normal, more normal. Anyways, you know, had a job, had an apartment, had, you know, I'm healthier now, which is hilarious.